Welcome back, everyone. It's been a great day so far. I was backstage talking to Amy Cuddy, and she said it was like a fire hose in the face, which I interpret it as like drinking from a fire hose, but taking it up a couple of notches. So as you can tell, we've had a little bit of pent up things we felt like people would enjoy sharing, and we're so grateful for you to be here. We've had a pretty full day, but we're glad you're here for session 3. We began with well-being, thinking about how design shapes our physical and emotional health. We moved through belonging, exploring how communities find connection, meaning, and purpose. And now we arrive at flourishing, which asks how people and the planet can thrive together. Before we begin, I want to thank all of you for being here, your patience, your time, your attention that you're giving so generously. It feels increasingly rare to gather like this, to listen deeply, to exchange ideas, to imagine together. I hope you've learned something new, met someone unexpected, and found at least one idea that you will carry with you into your own work. Mass's not so secret dream is that today is the moment where we plant some seeds that grow into something truly historic. Ideas that grow into an initiative of significant scale, partnerships that lead to a project that never would have otherwise existed. If you subsist only on the day's headlines, you can start to feel like the world is very grim. And there is no doubt that we have some intractable crises to deal with. But this, what is happening today, in this room, right now, is also the world. We are creating our reality, one conversation, one collaboration, one design at a time. What we need most is not another warning about what we are against. We need a clear picture of what we are for, and that this better future is possible. This is the essence of abundance, not a future of scarcity where we compromise more, but where one where life is richer, more opportunity, more belonging, more beauty, more joy for everybody. No exceptions, as Patricia put it. And across our work, we see proof that this is possible. Through design, beauty itself becomes an act of care. It has been 15 years since we founded Mass. In that time, I've had the privilege of working alongside extraordinary colleagues, clients, and communities. Every day, I get to learn from people whose creativity and curiosity are leading them to do hard work that advances progress. That is a rare privilege, and I'm truly grateful for it. For those of you who aren't as familiar, let me tell you just a bit about how we work. Mass was founded on a simple but radical belief that architecture should serve society. We built a nonprofit model to work in places and with people where design is desperately needed but underinvested in. Our work is organized through design labs. You've heard about many of them today, each focused on a systemic challenge: health, housing, climate, memory, disability justice, maternal well-being, Native communities, and the post-industrial small American city. Each lab works to deliver impact through 3 work streams. First, through research, we understand our most pressing challenges and the opportunity for design to intervene. Second, we partner with bold dreamers, like those you've heard from today, to build proof of what is possible. We call these catalyst projects. And third, we take the lessons we've learned and share them through film and publication so that others can replicate these ideas to shift markets, to shift policies, and to shift public expectations. This structure enables us to address issues that traditional markets often overlook. It allows us to demonstrate what is possible before it becomes profitable or politically safe. Last week, I was talking with John Fabian Witt, a Yale historian and law school professor, about the column he had written in the New York Times about his new book, The Radical Fund: how a band of visionaries and $1 million upended America. He said that in times of polarization and uncertainty, foundations and nonprofits sustain the civic and creative infrastructure of society. They can invest in long-term public goods when politics cannot. And that is what we are together doing here today. And that is what connects so many of you in this room. The work we do takes time. Linda Johnson talked about that when she talked about the 100-year library. Our work takes years, sometimes decades. Maybe it's measured in centuries. We often talk about that as a constraint. But what if it is actually a gift? Design is one of the few disciplines that builds across generations. What we construct today becomes the foundation for 2040 and beyond. When I returned to Rwanda earlier this year, I got to walk through the bustling Butaro Hospital campus that you saw in a film earlier. We began working there 15 years ago, and as I walked through the now lush gardens with trees we had planted with the late Dr. Paul Farmer now towering over the doctor's housing we had built, I was reminded that design is not a single act. It is a continuum of care. We plant ideas that others will nurture long after we leave. So I want you to take a moment and imagine we're in 2040, and the ideas and dreams you've heard today have become a reality. The Moving Windmills campus in Malawi is showing how design can cultivate both ecological and social flourishing. The New Lots Library in Brooklyn stands as proof of belonging and civic renewal. The Neighborhood Birth Center in Boston is demonstrating well-being for mothers and families. Delivering beauty is part of that promise. Beauty is not decoration, it is the evidence of dignity. It is how we signal that everyone matters. Tonight, we continue that journey of imagining what's possible.